Hey guys, today we're going to show you how to find your IP address on Linux. So there are a few commands you could use to find your IP on the local network, and you also might want to find your public-facing IP. So assuming you're behind a NAT or on a home network, that might be useful. So first command, hostname-i. Now this will give you your IP address, or in this case a couple IP addresses, and that's because I have multiple IPs on different interfaces on the machine that I'm on right now. So you can say IP ADDR, and you could also say IPA for short, same command. So IPA, and this will give you all your different interfaces. Now the one, sometimes I connect Wi-Fi, sometimes I don't. This is an actual Ethernet interface, but I have it's part of a bridge. So this is my actual actual interface that I use to connect to the internet, and we can see right here my IP address. This is my private IP on my local network, but it's 192.168.3.22. So this is my IP address, and I just happen to know that this bridge is what I use to connect out to the internet. Now, normally you'd probably see something like this or like this, and they would have a line that shows you your IP address like that. So I just have kind of a more elaborate setup here due to setting up KVM and everything. So the other command you could use is ifconfig. So this is an older command, but it gives you, it formats your output a little bit differently. Now here you see all the different interfaces, and again up here BR0, our bridged interface, that is set up for KVM. This is my IP address on that. Now if I were to connect to Wi-Fi, it would be I believe that's not even up. You could say ifconfig-a to show all interfaces, even the interfaces that are not up. This wireless interface was not up, so if we use a -a, it's going to show it. And this, if I did connect to Wi-Fi, this would have an IP address. So I think that's almost everything. The other thing we should show you is how to actually find your public IP. So what you would look like on the internet. So I can paste this in here. You can curl canihasip.com, and there you go. That's what it thinks my IP address is. Now you can say check my IP at, you can do the same thing with a few different sites here. Alright, this one gives you a different looking page, but essentially says, hey, this is what we think your IP address is. And we can say, here's another one. There's the IP address, and there's a couple more sites. Now if you want to find these sites, don't like pause the video and try to read these. Just check the link in the description. I'm gonna have a link to I'm gonna have a link to my guide, so basically to my webpage that has all these commands and all this info. So you can just check the link in the description for these commands. But yeah, there you go. There's 5 different sites you can check to see what your public facing IP is, and you can use curl to access that. You can also use wget if you want. If you want it to display to your, I mean, curl is fine, right? So hopefully you found this useful, or at least interesting, if nothing else. You might want to give me a thumbs up. You might want to hit that subscribe button also, and hit the little bell icon. Otherwise, YouTube's probably not going to let you know when we come out with a new video. We do have a lot of great stuff coming up, and we've actually, if you want to check our list of videos, we've already put out a lot of pretty interesting things, some more interesting than others. We cover a lot of great stuff: coding, servers, hardware, software, 3D printing, electronics, single board computers, robots, networking, all sorts of great tech related stuff that you're not going to want to miss. So if you want your YouTube feed to be that much more interesting, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button. But more important than any of that stuff, you're going to want to leave a comment down below, especially if you know something that I don't know. Definitely let me know, not just for me, but for the next person who comes along and watches this video and reads the comments. Leave a comment for them also. Any comments, questions, criticisms, whatever you want to say, I probably want to hear it. So do leave a comment down below. And that's pretty much it for today. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.